drawer I keep that no one else has ever opened, full of pages folded carefully and dated and unsigned, each one a different version of the thing I had not spoken, a different way of saying what I couldn't leave behind. I wrote the first one on a Tuesday in October, when something that you did undid me more than I could show. And I wrote it out completely and then folded it over and placed it with the others in the place that only I would know. And every letter said the things that living alongside you made too large and too essential to deliver into air. The kind of things that matter most and yet cannot undo themselves, once said. So I kept them folded there. Letters I never sent, the ones that held the most of me, the truest and the most complete of everything I felt. Letters I never sent because the cost of me being seen that fully was a fear I never dealt. Not letters full of anger or of anything that damaged, but letters full of love so large it couldn't find a door. Letters I never sent, and everything they managed to contain was always more than I had said before. There is one from the evening when you laughed at something tiny, and I felt the whole of what I felt so suddenly and clear. And one from when you were going through the hard and the briny darkness, and I wanted to be everything you'd need right here. And one that starts with simply, I don't know how to tell you what it means to me to have you in the ordinary of my days. And one that ends with, I have never loved as well you as I love you in the quiet, unremarkable always. And every letter said the things that living alongside you made too large and too essential to deliver into air. The kind of things that matter most and yet cannot undo themselves, once said. So I kept them folded there. Letters I never sent, the ones that held the most of me, the truest and the most complete of everything I felt. Oh, letters I never sent because the cost of me being seen that fully was a fear I never dealt. Not letters full of anger or of anything that damaged, but letters full of love so large it couldn't find a door. Letters I never sent, and everything they managed to contain was always more than I had said before. And the most tender thing about the letters in the drawer is not that they were kept, but what the keeping means. That you were always worth the writing and the more complete and honest version of the love that lives between. And maybe this is my last letter, and maybe this the sending, the one that finally finds the courage to arrive, the one that stops the endless and the careful and the bending away from what I feel and finally lets it be alive. Letters I never sent, the ones that held the most of me, the truest and the most complete of everything I felt. Letters letters full of anger or of anything that damaged, but letters full of love so large it couldn't be find a door. Letters I never sent, and everything they managed to contain was always more than I had said before. Letters I never sent until now. Letters I never sent, and this is me finally showing you how. Silence says it all. We have been talking for the better part of everything. Had filled the hours with the words that lovers find to say. And then the conversation did that particular settling into quiet that arrives at the end of a full day. And I prepared myself to fill it with the usual. There's something small and easy that keeps the silence at bay. But something in the quiet felt more than residual, more full and more complete than anything I'd say. Because the silence between us has a texture and a warmth, a particular and irreplaceable quality of rest. It carries everything we are without the need to form a single syllable, and that is when I love you best. Silence says it all, more than I could ever tell you, more than the most carefully selected word. Silence says it all, and every time it swells through the room between us, it is the most complete thing heard. Not the silence of the awkward or the empty or the cold, but the silence of two people who have nothing left to prove. Silence says it all, and in its folds lives every truth about the love I have for you. I have learned to read the different kinds of quiet that you carry, the contemplated and the comfortable and the deep, the one that means you're somewhere that you'd rather not be wary of expressing, and the one that means you're almost half asleep. And there is one that is my favorite of the silences you offer, the one that settles when you feel completely at your ease, when the world outside has nothing left to proffer, and the only thing that's left is this, and you and me and these. Because the silence between us has a texture and a warmth, a particular and irreplaceable quality of rest. It carries everything we are without the need to form a single syllable, and that is when I love you best. Silence says it all, more than I could ever tell you, more than the most carefully selected word. Silence says it all, and every time it swells through the room between us, it is the most complete thing heard. Not the silence of the awkward or the empty or the cold, but the silence of two people who have nothing left to prove. Every truth about the love I have for you. And the most profound thing about a shared and settled silence is what it says about the trust that made it possible, that two people found in each other the most gentle alliance of being known completely, and that is the most logical. Because silence says it all, not as the absence of the speaking, but as the presence of a love that needs no proof, the most complete, and the most quietly seeking form of everything we are beneath this roof. Silence says it all, more than I could ever tell you, more than the most carefully selected word. Silence says it all, and every time it swells through the room between us, it is the most complete thing heard. Not the silence of the awkward or the empty or the cold, but the silence of two people who have nothing left to prove. Silence says it all, and in its folds lives every truth about the love I have for you. Silence says it all, and I am listening completely. Silence says it all, and what it says is that I love you deeply.